I know I said I was going to do this a while ago, but procrastination's a motherfucker. Anyway, let's get into it. Take over 2. Dominance. Predictions. I'm going to have to break this into 2 parts because there's so many battles on the card, and this motherfucker be acting funny when I get over the 15-minute mark. Anyway, the first battle I'm going to do from the last battle on the card to the first battle on the card. Kid Rock Dollars versus Young Steady. No offense to Kid Rock Dollars, I don't really know you. I haven't really watched your battles, so this is probably going to be an unfair statement. I'm going to make it anyway. I think Young Steady can beat just about anybody as long as he doesn't choke. He's got the performance, he's got the punchlines. I fuck with Steady. I think he's one of iBattle's best, so I'm going to give that to Young Steady 2-1 because he stumbles too often. Farrell versus My Block Busy. Farrell can rhyme. He's a really good rhymer. He's kind of funny. I don't think his punches are really all inspiring or really even that good, but he can rhyme. My Block Busy, he's a barry guy. He likes bars. He stepped up his performance considerably, starting with the City Towers battle. I think My Block Busy can 3-0 Farrell. Yeah, so I'm going to go with My Block Busy. Mr. Wilson versus Greedy Grimes. I'm not a fan of Mr. Wilson. It's like nothing personal. I just not a fan of him. I don't think he's really that nice. I think it's 3-0 Greedy easy. Yeah, I just have no. I don't see any possible way that Mr. Wilson can beat Greedy Grimes in any round. DeRico versus P Stacks. DeRico is better every single time he steps in the ring than the previous time he stepped in the ring. With that being said, I don't think he's on P Stacks level. I think this is a 3-0 clear victory for P Stacks. Dallas Cash versus Suspense. I really like Dallas Cash. I really like Suspense, but I haven't seen the same Suspense that I saw versus K Holler since then. I've talked to Suspense about that, and he said a lot of people have been telling him that. I think it is possible that he was just in rare form. That was his first battle, I think. Maybe he was just sitting on a lot of bars. He doesn't, maybe he doesn't have the same hunger. Whatever it is, if he can't get back to that form, he's not going to beat Dallas Cash. I believe Dallas Cash can soundly beat him. I think it'll be a competitive fight, but I don't think he can beat Dallas Cash. So I'm gonna give that to Dallas Cash. Q the General versus Amzilla. I haven't seen Amzilla in God knows how long. Maybe I just been out of the loop, or maybe he hasn't been battling. I like Q the General. Some of my friends disagree with me. Some of my battle associates disagree with me. I like Q the General. Amzilla's dope too. I don't know if this is too much to bite off for Q the General. It's probably the best competition he's faced up to this point. Even with that said, I'm going to lean in Q the General's favor because he's been more active and he improves just about every time he gets in the ring as well. Stainless versus Tape Deck. I like Tape Deck. He's got a style that I find a little similar to mine. I like what he says, but I don't like his delivery or performance very much. I think he's it seems contrived. With that being said, Stainless rhymes really well. He has decent punches. I thought the best battle I saw with Stainless was when he battled J.O. Spade. I think Stainless is going to take that against Tape Deck. Maybe even convincingly. Maybe not in CT, but on the pay-per-view or when the battle drops. I think it'll be a convincing victory for Stainless. Real Talk versus True Words. Real Talk's dope. He can rhyme for days. He comes with bars. I'm going to give it we're about to do a lot of business with Real Talk out in upstate New York. With all that said, though, I think True Words is going to win that battle. 2-1. I think it'll look real good on film. But I think True Words just punches harder, so I think True Words is going to win that battle. Rio the Raptor versus Scream. Haven't seen Rio in the ring for crazy long. He's probably sitting on a mountain of bars. I like Scream. He's funny, but in the humor factor, in the funny factory, I believe that the funny factor. I believe that they're equally matched. I believe they're equally funny, but I also believe that Rio's just a better rhymer. So when you take the humor out of it, and when you take the level of punches out of it. I think they're pretty equal, so it's going to come down to other things. And I think Rio is more well-rounded as a battle rapper than Scream. I think Rio gets the edge, 2-1, real close. You know, like one of those battles where you might want to call it a tie overall, but I think Rio takes it 2-1 over Scream. Nasdaq Ness versus Amazing D-Boy. Nasdaq doesn't really get in the ring too often, but when he does, he does pretty good work. Amazing D-Boy has gotten a lot better recently. You can see a lot of what he's doing before he does it. You can see it coming. It's usually not worded the best way, but you can see the idea and the thought process behind what he had going on. He's a pretty good performer, though. I think he'll outperform Nasdaq Ness. I think live they'll give it to Nasdaq, and I think he might win it overall on cam. Amazing D-Boy is seasoned, and he improves a lot. I think it'll be a real close match. I think it could go either way, honestly, but I'm going to lean into the way of Amazing D-Boy myself. Active versus P-Row. So Active, I think he battled Suspense a little while ago. P-Row I've seen a few times. I don't really watch either guy very closely. I don't really follow a lot of what they do. I'm going to just go ahead and go with P-Row. I think he's overall the better MC in this. Blackheart Adonis versus Luciano Crack. I like Luciano Crack because he's got that, he's cocky. I like that shit about him. Blackheart Adonis is also cocky. He's very bari. It really depends on how seriously Blackheart takes Luciano Crack. I don't think he's going to take him very seriously. I think he's going to try to do to Luciano Crack what he tried to do to True Words. He lost to True Words. I believe the same thing's going to happen against Luciano Crack. I think Luciano Crack's going to, come with his best shit as he's supposed to, and I think Blackheart's not going to really take him that seriously, and he's going to lose. So that's my prediction. I believe that's what's going to happen. No disrespect, but yeah. M City versus PH. M City's another bari guy. I really like his bars. He's got that nonchalant kind of swag. I think him and Lex would be a dope battle. M City and Lex. PH. I really like PH. He's got punches. He's funny. It's like that dark humor kind of funny, but I like that kind of shit. With that being said, I think M City can outpunch PH, but I think PH's style on him. I don't know if M City can compensate for the style that PH is going to come to the battle with to go with his punches. So I think between style and punches, and swag, I think PH is actually going to take it. But I think the M City fans are going to feel outraged about it. But I still give it to PH, 2-1. Daylight versus City Towers. I think Daylight's the better puncher. City's the better performer. And beating City in his, area is nearly impossible. So I think Daylight's probably going to outbar him and lose. Yeah, it's going to happen. Daylight's, Daylight's a great performer. I'm not really that impressed with Daylight's performances, to be honest. He does a lot of outlandish shit that draws attention to him, but performance, just pure performance, I don't think there's anything special about his performance. I think City's going to style on him. He does have punches. I just don't think he's going to have enough punches to out-punch Daylight. But between the style and the braggadociousness and the sheer performance of City Towers, I don't think Daylight's going to be able to hang with it. I give it 2-1 City. K. Kendall versus Cortez. K. Kendall versus M City was dope. I also don't think City knew the full capabilities of K. Kendall going into that battle. Now that's on film, and Cortez knows. If Cortez shows up like he's been in recent battles, forgiving the Tay-Rock battle, I don't think K. Kendall's going to beat him. I think it's 2-1 Cortez. I think K. Kendall will make it look debatable, but I think it's 2-1 Cortez in that battle. Lada Zay versus Bricks Belvedere. I like Bricks. Bricks is dope. Lada Zay is better. 2-1 Lada Zay, if not 3-0. Bender versus Dirt. I consider driving all the way up there just to see that battle alone. However, we'll be up there for our own event the very next week. So I won't be doing that. Check us out. We're going to be in Providence for Renaissance City. On the 21st of September. Enough about my shit, though. We'll get into that at another time. Dirt versus Bender. If Bender is in his bag, I think Bender can take it. He's a better syllable rhymer than Dirt. Dirt forces a lot of shit. He does a lot of rhyming for no apparent reason at all. This word rhymes with this word rhymes with that word, and it has nothing to do with the point that he's coming up with. But he's been mean recently. He's been real mean. He's been real direct with his punches. He does his homework on the people that he's been battling. And I like all of those aspects about Dirt. But all of that frivolous rhyming about nothing is not going to hold water against Bender. Because everything that Bender rhymes makes sense. And it's a way that people would say it. It's one of the more clever things about the way that Bender does what he does. So if they're both, if they both come at the best of their abilities, I think Bender can I think he can thrash Dirt. But Dirt will, it'll be a classic. It'll be a sensational fight. But I don't really think that Dirt can beat Bender if Bender is on his A game. If Bender's on his B plus game, he's going to lose. He's got to come with his A game. But if he comes with his A game, I think he can beat Dirt. So those are my predictions. Face off. Nah. I battle, nigga. Bars.